Yo, 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 roll after dark. This one right here about to be a crazy one. Let's get right into it.
So the conspiracy was that the United Nations would be the government of the entire earth,
Right.
and that all other governments would somehow or another give up their power to the United Nations. For what reason?
Because they're all in on it together in secret, whatever.
But
And that's
what-
the point. Is it ain't right? It's not true.
Well, my
There's
question would be like,
too many people would have to Too many people have to sacrifice the power they do have
exactly
to somebody else
And-
when they don't have to.
money.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I mean, as soon as you lose power, then you lose access to insane amounts of wealth.
Yeah. So we don't want, obviously it's the ultimate nightmare would be that you would have some kind of one world government and then some kind of totalitarian regime take power with a monopoly on nukes and a monopoly on police power. And, but that's just a nightmare for centuries from now. I mean, that's just not going to happen anytime soon at all. That's not what it's
You don't
about.
think there's any push towards centralizing things in that regard? Like, wasn't the World Health Organization trying to push for something where the entire world would have to respond to their pandemic rules?
Well, look, so yes, there's always, the widening and deepening of the international law as much as they can.
You've probably heard about these satellites from the National Reconnaissance Office that are constantly recording the surface of the Earth where everybody is and have enough resolution that they could actually read the fine print on your driver's license if you were just holding it in your hand.
Good grief, that was in the 1960s, sir. You know what we can do now? We can see what's inside the walls. We can see what kind of termite is eating inside your wall. And that's public information. So yeah, these things have been around for a while. And, you can go pretty much anywhere on the planet in 40 minutes with these satellites and get HD 4K pictures of anyone, regardless if there's cloud coverage.
And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. I believe they really do or really can do things like that. Like they can see through your homes, like they can hear what you speaking on your cell phones. Like it's funny, like, cause think about even when you sitting around just having a casual conversation with a friend or somebody and y'all talking about one thing, and next thing you know, it just start popping up on your Facebook feed. Like it's crazy. They already got it on us, man. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.
Where humans are going with AI, I mean, I guess, I don't know if I'm old-fashioned or maybe it's because I'm 56 now, but I think this whole AI thing, and I don't mean for medicine, it's got a lot of great things. Otherwise, though, I think it's another, in the biblical term, I'm biting the apple again.
No way.
I just am very afraid of it. And not even for show business, I'm not even talking, I'm just saying in general, I don't trust it.
Whoa.
Especially the dudes that are designing it.
But everybody loves AI.
There's a real problem.
Wow.
Because these dudes, how do I say it? They have math minds. Fuck. They have math minds. You know what I mean? They have math minds.
No.
That's good. But there's very little wisdom coming out of that pocket of the world. Almost none. And we're just running, all of us are running in that direction.
I don't know, guys. This is what Zach said. Mind you, guys, he's a big part of the industry. Why would he say such a thing? Because AI seems to be helping us all in all types of way. Hasn't it? Shut up! It's not a game. People are saying that AI has been used for good things. But people also said that it can be used for bad things. Not saying it is, but people are saying that, guys. And I've seen a lot of stuff with all this stuff with AI, you don't know what's real or what's fake anymore. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. I don't believe any of that because AI has helped all of us in multiple ways, right? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about this one. I'm out.
This poster that exposes every conspiracy theory on the planet. Today we will unravel the truth on the retirement cycle. The retirement cycle is exactly what it says, the infinite blood-sucking time loop that we are all programmed to follow. You are born to a social security number. Then you're indoctrinated through Rockefeller education. If you choose not to go, your parents go to jail. After you are all programmed up, you are ready to pay to learn how to work for somebody else. After you learn how to do that, you make your way into adulthood. Congratulations, you did it, debt slave. Now you work that 9 to 5, have a family, and pay your bills. When your kids grow old enough, you send them through the exact cycle that you just went through, not even second guessing it. Time goes on, and you become old. Retirement. After being a slave your entire life, you can now live out the rest of your decaying days, sitting and doing nothing. This is called the retirement cycle. You, as well as everyone you know, is going through it right now. This poster that
Let's take rap music. Let's take it. Same people who own the labels own the prisons. So, literally the same people? Literally the same people who own the labels own private prisons. So, you know, it seems really kind of suspicious, if you want to say that word, that, you know, the records that come out are really geared to push people towards that prison industry.
But they didn't make you write those lyrics.
It's not about making somebody write the lyrics. It's about being there as guardrails to make sure certain songs make it through and certain songs don't. Certain flavors are exposed on the record.
Some of the artists be trash.
This is one of the reasons why governments also don't want
They
people
always
to
seem
really
to
know
blow.
the truth, because they know this is going to dramatically cause an upheaval. By the way, there are, and it's been referenced on major news networks and so forth, government studies that have been conducted over the decades, and they're done routinely. And the study is, what would happen to societies if an alien went on TV and said, "Hi, I'm Zotar from the planet Murtok. Glad to meet you all. And we've been around for a long time. And by the way, Yahweh in the book of the Bible, well, that was my ancestors," and so forth and so on. If people saw a real extraterrestrial and said, "This is my spacecraft, let me show you what it can do."
Some of them will freak out if they was to see something like that. I promise you. Some people would, and some people just still go on with a regular day.
Illuminati are the good guys is exactly what it says. See, when the original Illuminati began, because it was an actual organization, in the 1700s, the idea was these French noblemen came together in order to start an organization that would allow for the people to more so govern themselves, or at least a small group of people to decide what happens to them. If the original group standard of self-governance is it, then maybe they're not necessarily as evil as we think they are. This theory is saying that maybe this organization's purpose was to make sure the government doesn't get too out of hand. And considering what governments have been capable of throughout history, perhaps there needs to be a group of people to keep them in check. So, therefore, all of the hate we know about them, or ideas of the Illuminati being evil devil worshippers, would be the result of centuries-long smear campaigns against the group proliferated by governments. And this demonization that they have done against the organization would be a means of making themselves seem the good guys in a historical context. So think of it this way. If the Illuminati is real and they're working behind the scenes of world governments in order to proliferate this small group's idea, then who's to say they're the bad guys? Because, you know, it's not like a government would lie to us about a group of people who they don't like. I mean, the government doesn't lie, guys. Like, come on. Come on.
The real truth, you better wake up and find out, has been around you all of your life. You just didn't see it. Example, Abraham Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846. John Kennedy was elected to Congress 1946. Abe Lincoln was elected president in 1860. John Kennedy was elected president 1960. The names Lincoln and Kennedy both contain 7 letters. Both presidents were particularly concerned with civil rights. Both of the president's wives lost children while living in the White House. Both presidents were shot on a Friday in the head. President Lincoln's secretary was named Miss Kennedy. Kennedy's secretary was named Miss Lincoln. Both were assassinated by Southerners. Both were succeeded by Southerners. Andrew Johnson, who succeeded Lincoln, was born in 1808. Lyndon Johnson, who succeeded Kennedy, was born in 1908. John Wilkes Booth, who assassinated Lincoln, was born in 1839. Lee Harvey Oswald, who assassinated Kennedy, in 1939. Both assassins were known by three names: John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. Both names are comprised of 15 letters. President Lincoln was shot in a theater named Ford. Kennedy was shot in a car named Lincoln, made by Ford. John Wilkes Booth ran to a theater and was caught in a warehouse. Oswald ran from a warehouse and was caught in a theater. Booth and Oswald were both assassinated before they could go to trial. And a week before Lincoln was shot, he was in Monroe, Maryland. A week before Kennedy was shot, he was with Marilyn Monroe.
The truth is hidden in plain sight. And
that's
this
crazy.
is how they hide everything. If you are looking for the knowledge that has been hidden from us, if you want to know the meaning behind these symbols, if you want to know who controls the world, this ebook will literally unveil that to you. And ye shall know the truth, and truth shall set you free.
One of my favorite conspiracy theories is the idea that the government has been putting fluoride in our tap water, not for dental hygiene, but as mind control, to keep the populace kind of happy and contented. But if fluoride makes you happy, why the hell have I been spending all of my money on alcohol and drugs? You know? I could just be butt-chugging tap water out here, getting the same effect. It's cheaper. I feel like this is the most easily disprovable conspiracy theory of all time, because I drink a ton of water, and I still cry myself to sleep every night.
Did you know the 9-to-5 workday is not as innocent as it seems? All right, this century-old job schedule was born from the noble aims of Henry Ford, who sought fairness in factory work, promoting a balance that increased both morale and productivity. But delve deeper, and you'll uncover whispers of conspiracy theories suggesting the 9-to-5 is a masterstroke of psychological conditioning. Skeptics allege it was crafted not only to prevent labor revolts, but also as a clever stratagem to instill obedience, making employees believe they had control while tethering generations to an unending cycle. The pattern: keep people comfortably busy, limit free time creativity, and hinder social upheaval. And it captivates even more when you ponder its clever design, perfectly timed to fit natural human rhythms, yet crafty enough to leave little room for rebellion or divergent thought. Still, while these narratives swirl, the 9-to-5 persists, both celebrated and questioned, for its unrivaled blend of tradition and productivity. In a world yearning for liberation, does the 9-to-5 truly hold us captive or set us free? Tell me what you think in the comments.
Facts. Charles be holding you back sometimes, man.
About this incident, but we can report that a new video has been sent to news organizations around the country, including our own station here in Los Angeles. I'd like to warn viewers that they may find it upsetting.
America. Did you miss me? I have another lesson for you. On April 10th, 1953, Allen Dulles, the newly appointed director of the CIA, claimed the Soviets had engaged in a new type of combat with America, a battle over men's minds. Dulles dubbed it brain warfare. Control the mind, control the narrative, and you control the public. That's why the United States government has worked hand in glove with the entertainment industry to shape the way the public views the world. Holy shit! Well, last night, in the heart of the indoctrination factory, I struck back. That explosion on the set of Hollywood's latest brainwashing superhero opiate, Wonder Man. I did that.
I won't say too much, so TikTok, you can relax. This is not my words.
The Department of Child Protective Services has become a protected empire, built on taking children and separating families. This is not to say that there are not those children who do need to be removed from wretched situations and need protection. However, my report is concerned with the children and parents caught up in legal kidnapping. Having worked with probably 300 cases statewide and hundreds across the country, and in nearly every state, I am convinced there is no accountability in Child Protective Services. I have come to several conclusions. 2 or 3 are, 1, that poor parents, not always, but oftentimes, are targeted to lose their children because they do not have the wherewithal to hire an attorney and fight the system. That caseworkers and social workers are very often guilty of fraud. They withhold and destroy evidence. They fabricate evidence, and they seek to terminate parental rights unnecessarily. That the separation of families and the snatching of children is growing as the business grows because state and local governments have grown accustomed to having these taxpayer dollars to balance their ever-growing budgets. That the bureaucracy is huge. Look at who is getting paid. State employees, attorneys, court investigators, guardian ad litems, court personnel and judges. There are psychologists, therapists, psychiatrists, counselors, foster parents, adoptive parents, and on and on.
And it's crazy because I feel like that's always been a thing since the beginning of it. That's the whole point behind. I feel like some of it, like some cases, some children are rescued from, you know what I'm saying, terrible situations. But in other cases, I feel like they purposely take, you know, do what they do. Let's just say that do what they do when somebody really trying hard to not let something like that happen. I mean, it seems like they don't give out any chances. I mean, it's just crazy, man. But it seems like it's been going on from the beginning.
All are looking to the children in state custody to provide job security. That the Adoption and the Safe Families Act, set in motion first in 1974 by Walter Mondale and later in 1997 by President Bill Clinton, offered cash bonuses to the states for every child they adopted out of foster care. In order to receive the adoption incentive bonuses, local child protective services would need more children. They must have merchandise that sells, and they must have plenty so the buyer can choose. Some counties often offer $4,000 to $6,000 bonus for each child adopted out to strangers, and an additional $2,000 for a special needs child. Employees work to keep the federal dollars flowing. But that is only the beginning figure in the formula in which each bonus is multiplied by the percentage that the state has managed to exceed its baseline adoption number. Therefore, states and local communities work hard to reach their goals for increased numbers of adoptions for children in foster care.
If I'm on FaceTime with you and I have full bars and you have full bars and one of us starts glitching, I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming me either. I'm blaming the government. Because one of us said something. Dang, my finger's dirty, I'm sorry. One of us said something to trick the system. One of us said something to get rich, and I don't know who did it.
Hidden deep in the Nevada desert, Area 51 has long been linked to rumors about aliens, UFOs, and secret experiments. Because the highly secretive military base remained officially unacknowledged for decades, many people believe the government was hiding something extraordinary there. The conspiracy grew during the Cold War after witnesses reported strange aircraft and unexplained objects moving through the sky at unusual speeds. Over time, people began believing the military was secretly studying extraterrestrial technology or hiding crashed alien spacecraft inside the base. During the 1980s and 1990s, media coverage and the rise of the internet helped turn Area 51 into a major symbol of government secrecy. Former military employees and self-proclaimed witnesses made dramatic claims about alien autopsies and underground laboratories. Interest in UFOs grew again after the Pentagon released new files connected to unidentified aerial phenomena. In May 2026, the government launched the Pursue initiative, releasing more than 160 classified documents to the public. Some reports described objects performing unusual movements, while newly released Apollo mission archives included previously unseen images of unidentified objects near the moon. However, officials say there is still no confirmed evidence of extraterrestrial life. Much of Area 51's mystery is still believed to be connected to military secrecy rather than aliens. The base was used to test highly classified aircraft during the Cold War, meaning many sightings were likely experimental technology unknown to the public at the time. Moon landing conspiracy.
You're not lazy. The CIA has literally trained you to be mindlessly addicted to your phone. And it's not your fault. Let me explain. In the 1960s, the CIA ran an illegal human experimentation program called MK Ultra. It's basically a secret research project where they were injecting people with LSD, morphine, and other drugs to do mind control and brainwashing. The project was said to have stopped in the early 1970s, but there are rumors that it never stopped. The CIA found after years of research that the easiest way to brainwash a population isn't force. It's actually information overload, social media algorithms, our education system, doom scrolling. The 7-second attention span they've been engineering since you were a kid. None of that is by accident. So if the goal is to keep you distracted, the only thing they can't control is someone who can take any topic and actually learn it deeply on their own terms. That's why I wanted to learn about persuasion and manipulation techniques, to make sure I wasn't being controlled, but with work and life, I haven't had time to do the research. I found this app Be Freed where you type in literally anything and it builds a full audio lesson plan around it to give you the education the CIA thought you didn't deserve. I just type my goal. I want to learn about MK Ultra and manipulation techniques. I hit generate and let it load. Then it tailors a list of books ordered in logical sequence so I can actually learn while I do my laundry or I'm at the gym. Don't stay in the experiment by continuing to doom scroll and actually learn what the CIA tried to bury.
Why do I feel like the government wants us to steal? Like they want all the millions of Americans who won't be able to afford their own groceries anymore because the government shutdown is delaying the food benefits?
And I have heard something about the food supposed to be going up. It's high enough as it is, man. Come on now. What we doing? What is we doing?
They want those Americans to start stealing, and they want the stealing to become rampant. So then the police can't keep up with it, so then they have to impose martial law. And that sounds crazy. And if you know me at all, I'm firmly against conspiracy theories, but this one's making sense.
If the COVID shots were given away for free because they're life-saving, then why isn't chemotherapy, insulin, fucking tetanus shot? Oh my god, excuse me. Anyways, no, on some real shit though, like why isn't insulin, chemotherapy, tetanus shots given away for free, but COVID is given away for free, the COVID shots are given away for free because they're life-saving. There's also a conspiracy theory on, I'm pretty sure it's true, I think it's true, that like COVID is somehow like makes your body worse or like takes away, don't shoot the messenger. That's all I'm saying. Don't shoot the messenger. But I also did hear that the COVID shot does do some harm to you. It's not all good. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just wondering because the COVID shot given away for free. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just asking. Okay? I'm just asking. Hey, let me know what y'all think in the comments. But shit. That makes no sense at all. We live in a fucked up world. And the government fucks us every day. So, that's just food for thought. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Did this guy just build a machine that generates infinite energy in his own garage? No, that's impossible, according to the first and second law of thermodynamics. Remember, the greatest innovations are made by those who dare question the facts. Well, that's just misinformation. This free energy wheel uses bottles whose water is continually poured down by gravity to endlessly spin the wheel. And this isn't the first time someone came up with this. In 1159 AD, an Indian mathematician named Bhaskara the Learned came up with a concept for this exact design, Bhaskara's wheel. It had curved reservoirs filled with mercury instead of water, but based on the same principle. He reasoned that as the wheel spun, the displacement of mercury would flow to the bottom of each reservoir in such a way that one side of the wheel would be perpetually heavier than the other, the imbalance causing it to spin forever. This is one of the first ever designs for a perpetual motion engine, a device that can do some sort of work forever without external energy applied, like a windmill producing its own breeze, or a light bulb powering its own solar panels, a magnet attached to a car pulling itself, or this man pushing a truck from inside the trunk. I think you can see why this wouldn't work. The physics behind it show that the moving parts that make one side of the wheel heavier also shifts the center of mass of the wheel downwards. What that means is it'll spin for a bit and then just swing back and forth until coming to a complete stop in practice. The reason it can't go on forever is due to the first two laws of thermodynamics. The first law is energy conservation. Energy can't be created or destroyed. And in a perfect world, if we can just put 100% of the energy a device produces back into running itself, this should be possible, right? That's where the second law stops us, entropy, which states that energy tends to spread out and dissipate in many different forms like waste, friction, or heat as time goes on. So as the wheel moves through gravitational force, it experiences air resistance, friction, and waste heat, energy that is not put back into the gravitational force that is running the wheel and hence dissipates over time. It's why Newton's cradle doesn't go on forever, and why this wheel doesn't work. He even admits in his video that he had a battery in the wheel that kept it spinning. It's fake. But are there other designs for infinite energy engines out there that have been suppressed from the public? Inventors have tried over the generations to come up with the perfect perpetual motion machine, several variations of the
Always do your own research.
original wheel, and even
What if I told you that the Got Milk campaign wasn't about your bones at all? It was about a massive government problem. By the 1990s, the U.S. government was literally drowning in surplus dairy. The Got Milk ads weren't a health public service announcement. They were a desperate attempt to get you to eat the evidence before the system collapsed. I'm Emily, and on this episode of Lies We Bought podcast, we're going deep into the cheese caves and the marketing that made us all accomplices. New episode drops Tuesday, March 17th.
Yo, this is crazy. I've been into conspiracy theories for a little bit now, like probably over 10 years, maybe even a little bit longer. I've been studying these things. But did you guys ever think that maybe, notice how we have AI now? What if we've always had AI? They just taught us to forget that we had it. And all of the history that we taught in school is AI generated content and pictures and I'm starting to think that that's what's really going on, because how will we tell the difference? AI, they tell us this now, but what if it's always been here since we was babies, since when our parents was babies? What if AI was already something the government had their hands on, and they was doing AI generated pictures and then putting them in history books and then teaching it to us as if it was the real history? But what if it wasn't always like that? Just a thought, though. You know, let me know what y'all think in the comments. I just thought of that.
Crazy.
I was looking at a video and it was like pictures, and then in the comment section somebody was like, I don't know if this is AI or not. So let me know what y'all think.
This is
Oh, you got us. We were funneling crack into the hood. Oh, rats. Would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
The U.S., in partnership with Oracle and Larry Ellison, as well as Israel, are creating an AI database center underneath the White House ballroom. Under 90 stories of concrete lies an AI data center, creating digital neural pathways in order to recreate the consciousness of the one true Mossad agent Jeffrey Epstein, in hopes to place it within that of a Metal Gear, or a weapon to surpass it, playfully known as the Hate Fuck Kill Machine.
Yeah, swine flu didn't come about until 2009. These kids next door. This shit came out 2002. Its last episode was aired 2009. 2008, my bad. What the fuck, fool?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Find it weird how if you look up conspiracy theories on TikTok or something, how your internet start messing up, start taking long to load and stuff. Don't lie. Every time that be happening, I be scared the government gonna come get my ass. Yeah, my internet's slowing down just for making this video. How in the videos like that you do see, it don't ever be a blue comment for them videos like for you to search it up. This part about it be when you get that real uneasy feeling, thinking you being watched by the government and you don't know what to do, like you just wanna forget that you even looked all that stuff up for real. But I don't know, I be real invested in stuff like that. So y'all let me know the conspiracy theory that like you can't keep off your mind, that be on your mind every few days or so. Cause I want to know, like I really be invested in stuff like that. Oh, shit, I done teleported. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all let me know if y'all think it's a conspiracy or y'all think them boys be knowing what they doing when that be happening. Cause I don't know, bro. I'm trying to see what y'all think.
My take, the files, they're not real. They've never been real. They're just a way to gaslight you into doing some type of insurrection or type, I don't know, overthrow the government type thing. Because they're not real. Because if they were real, answer me this. You're very rich famous people at the top who are not actually involved in these lists. Where is their outrage? Where is the move to the black leaders in the community, to the white leaders in the community, to the Hispanic leaders, to anybody in the community? Are they all part of the game? Because where is the community to get this person out of office? Where is who's moving? So they're just gonna let them get away with it because it's not real. It can't be, right? These are kids that we're talking about, and we're just going to act like we need more evidence every single time they bring out something. Where is it? Nobody's doing anything because it's not real. Tag your favorite.
Do these people really want the best for my life? No. Think about how many presidents came, right? People fought for Trump, people fought for Biden, people fought for Obama, people fought for George Bush, people fought for all these presidents, right? Think about it. Did your life change drastically anyway? No. Did you get more money? Oh, well, yeah, we got more stimulus. Bro, do you not understand, bro? They're only going to give you more stimulus because they understand cash don't mean nothing anymore. Bro, you can't even buy the same. They could give you $1,500 right now. Bro, that doesn't matter, bro. Know why? Because $1,500 could barely even pay for 2 of your bills in your crib, bro. Think about this, bro. This is how life is keep getting pushed and pushed and pushed and more and more and more. You see what I'm saying? Expensive, bro, because they understand, bro. They got to keep making it more because they want to separate the classes so drastically, bro, to the point to where they're literally just a rich and poor. And eventually they want to literally, you know what I'm saying, either two things: enslave the poor and make them work for, obviously we're doing now, work for the rich, because that's what rich people do. They don't work for anything. You feel me?
You're telling me the government shuts down and almost immediately the weather across the nation shifts to the proper season? And in Arizona here, we have had the most rain in 3 days than we have had in the past 3 years. Like, we're flooded. We had one of the worst microburst events in history recorded. People are displaced from their homes. And to top it, when I'm out driving around, there's not a trail in sight in the sky. Clear skies, birds are chirping, fresh air. Do we think it's a coincidence or something bigger is going on here? Because I'm all about the conspiracies. And when I say conspiracy, I mean what's actually happening, you know? But it's just a little fishy, you know? I'll be curious to see what happens when it reopens and those government workers come back to work, you know? Just me?
Well, who the fuck made the alphabet, and how you know that A is A and A not B? How you know Z is for zebra? Who the fuck named the zebra a zebra? Like, who looked at it and was like, yo, that's a zebra? How the fuck do we really know 1 + 1 = 2? What if that shit all along probably something else? Who was the first person to say a word, and like, how they keep going? Like, what was the first word said in the world, and then how did you end up saying a sentence? How you know that that's called a sentence? Who the fuck said that when the sun go down, it's time to go to sleep? What if when the sun up, we supposed to be asleep, and when the sun down, we supposed to be up? Who the fuck created time? How you know that right now is really 9:03? It could be midnight right now. Who was the first kinky ass motherfucker to look at a cow udder and start squeezing it and drink the liquid that's coming out of it? Like, how you know that's milk? Why the fuck are we paying for water and this water is free? It comes from the earth. Fruits and vegetables too. Like, I feel played with for real. Somebody been lying to me.
Bow, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Until next time.